welcome back. You're still on to In the Papers, coming to you from iPower 102.7 FM. To render your views on any of the stories read out to you, the number to call is 081 655 24699. 0816 and straight to the Tribune newspaper, where I have CBN creates new unit to tackle bank risk, protect customers. Now the details. The Central Bank of Nigeria has set up a new compliance department to improve supervision of financial institutions and strengthening the fight against risk in the banking sector. The department, which started operations in the second half of 2025, will now handle areas that were previously managed by different CBN units. According to Olubunmi Ayodele Olning, the director of the new department, the move is part of CBN's effort to make regulations clearer, more effective, and better focus on new risks facing the financial system. The compliance department will oversee the financial crimes such as money laundering, terrorism financing, and sanction violation. On the market conduct, which include how banks disclose information, manage customer complaints, and advertise services. Also, in the enterprise security, such as the cyber security, data protection, and risk from third party. Service provider, we have the corporate governance and the environmental, social, and governance issues, including the performance of bank board and compliance with the ESG standard. CBN said the new department will serve as a single point for coordinating compliance and supervisory issues across the commercial banks, payment service bank, and other financial institutions. For details of the story, see the Tribune newspaper with the headline CBN creates new units to tackle bank risk and protect customers. Still on the Nation newspaper with this headline, INEC recognition of Gabam-led neck throws SDP into confusion. And now the details. The Independent National Electoral Commission has found that Alhaji Shehu Gabam-led national executives of the Social Democratic Party as the authentic leadership of the party. This was contained in a correspondence by the INEC to the Federal Capital Territory FCT Police Command. The Commission requested for the names of the authentic officials of the party in a bid to address its age-long leadership crisis. The letter, which was signed by its secretary, Rose Oriron Anthony, was addressed to the FCT Police Commissioner. Its memo was titled Request for the Names of the National Executive of the Social Democratic Party. The memo reads, and I quote, "Your letter reference number SB3380 FCT Volume 3/11 dated July 28. On the above subject refers, please find attached the list of the National Executive of the Social Democratic Party as requested. The above subject refers, having submitted the list to the elected national officers at our national convention of the INEC official that monitored our convention, we now write to formally forward same to your office for per usual and record." For more details on that story, the Nation newspaper has it with the headline INEC recognition of Gaban-led neck throws SDP into confusion. Straight to this day newspaper, where I have UNICEF stresses need for state urgent, sustained investment in child nutrition survival. Now the details. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, has stressed the need for urgent and sustained investment in child nutrition and health to tackle malnutrition as well as addressing life-threatening maternal and newborn emergencies towards enhancing child survival and well-being. Similarly, it also called on the government of Bauchi and Plateau State to step up effort towards tackling child malnutrition and releasing more funds for nutrition, investing in local food solutions, and expanding community-driven initiatives already saving lives. The new UNICEF representative in Nigeria, Ms. Wefa Said, made the call in the press release issued yesterday following a visit in both states where she met with the government officials, traditional rulers, mothers, fathers, and children to discuss collective actions for child survival and well-being. According to her, if government communities and partners come together for children and act with urgency and unity, we can give every child in Nigeria a chance not just to survive but to truly strive. While in Plateau, Ms. Said commended the government's commitment to children and lightened its investment in the Child Nutrition Fund CNF, which led to the procurement of over 5,000 cartons of nutrition supplement for 15,000 children. She, however, noted that nearly half of children under 5 remain stunted, stressing the need for quick release of pledged funds and investment in locally available nutritious food to strengthen growth. For details of this story, see this day newspaper with the headline, UNICEF stresses need for state agencies and sustained investment in child nutrition and survival.
Moving on to the Tribune newspaper, Peter Obi calls for national war on insecurity. And now the details. Peter Obi, the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate, has sounded the alarm over the escalating insecurity across Nigeria, urging the federal government to declare the national war on violence, reflecting on what he described as a bloody weekend. Obi highlighted the death of over 100 Nigerians across Borno, Sokoto, Katsina, and Edo states. Among the victims were 8 NSDC officers, 5 soldiers, and dozens of civilians, alongside the abduction of a Chinese national in Edo and the kidnapping of passengers on Benin-Iyere-Oluku Road. He said, and I quote, "These are not isolated tragedies. They are stark evidence that Nigeria is in the grip of a full-blown security emergency." He extended his deepest condolences to the families of the fallen, praising the courage of security personnel who risk their life daily for the national. For more detail on that story, check the Tribune newspaper with the headline, Peter Obi calls for national war on insecurity.
And straight to the Punch newspaper, where I have lawmaker Lords Tinubu's fight against insecurity. Now the details. A member of the Lagos State House of Assembly representing Alimosho Constituency 1, Lukman Orelope, has commended President Bola Tinubu for his effort in tackling insecurity and restoring peace across the country. A Sunday statement noted that the lawmakers spoke during the 10th constituency stakeholders meeting held in Alimosho under the theme Governance in Action, the gain of the renewed hope agenda. Orelope lauded Tinubu's administration for prioritizing the.
Yes, and with that, we've come to a wrap for the details we've read out to you today. We take a short break, and when we get back, we will reread the headlines to you to remind you of what we've read. Don't go anywhere.
My phone flipped. I'll take the story. I have the story now. Not that story.
Okay, take it now.
Welcome back, and still on the story where we have lawmaker Lord Tinubu's fight against insecurity. Now the details. A member of the Lagos State House of Assembly representing Alimosho Constituency 1, Lukman Orelope, has commended President Bola Tinubu for his effort in tackling insecurity and restoring peace across the country. A Sunday statement noted that the lawmakers spoke during the 10th constituency stakeholders meeting held in Alimosho under the theme Governance in Action, the gains of the renewed hope agenda. Orelope lauded Tinubu's administration for prioritizing national security and developmental progress. He said, and I quote, President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda is anchored on strategic priorities area crucial for the national development. These priorities underscore the administration's commitment to driving sustainable growth, enhancing security, and improving the quality of life of all Nigerians. He highlighted a major achievement in the area of security, referencing the recent neutralization of two notorious bandit leaders linked to the Al-Qaeda in Africa. For details of the story, see the Punch newspaper with the headline Lawmaker Lord Tinubu's Fight Against Insecurity.
Yes, and with that, we've come to an end of In the Papers for today. We hope this review has kept you informed on the key issues shaping conversations. Do stay tuned for more updates and programs coming your way shortly. On behalf of myself, INIOLUWA Adekoya, and my colleague,
Florence E. Barrymore.
Thank you for joining us. Until next time, have a productive and pleasant day.